What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we're going to talk about the illegal foreigners filling up our prisons. Guys, it's becoming a pandemic. We are running out of prison space for our own criminals. Is this a good thing for the criminals? Or is this a bad thing for our society? Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? People, South Africa is very accommodating to all our neighboring countries and to most other African states. And everywhere you go, there are foreigners from almost everywhere in the world in South Africa, right? And with that good kind-heartedness and that love, warm charm that South Africa offers comes a bad element. And trust me, there are a lot of good foreigners. But now, here's the thing. South Africa's prison system was already overloaded with South African criminals, right? Now we have a, a whole lot of illegal foreigners now committing crimes in South Africa, and they need to be housed in our prisons. So here's the thing. Our jails are currently overflowing. I mean, guys, the illegal immigrants that are in our prison systems are adding to the detriment of the infrastructure of the prisons. Now, just not the prisons, even just to the whole prison system, right? Check it out. These people need to be housed. They need to be clothed. They need to be fed. And all this is coming from the taxpayers' money. Now, I don't have a problem with arresting foreign criminals and local criminals, right? There shouldn't be any preference over one over the other, right? But here's my thing. I'm saying if a illegal foreigner or legal foreigner for that matter, right? If a legal foreigner is arrested in South Africa and the prison system is overloaded, why then do we still need to house these illegal foreigners and or legal foreigners? Do you understand what I mean? Isn't it okay? Once you've arrested them, taken them to for processing at Lindela or wherever that place is in up country, I don't know where, Limpopo somewhere. Isn't it cheaper for us to export them back to their countries? You know, I mean, because we seem to be importing other countries' problems. So wouldn't it be right for us to export those countries' problems back to them? I mean, I know the crimes are committed in South Africa, but fair and to be honest, guys, if there's no place to house them, why are we accommodating them in the first place? Right? I know the crime was committed. Let's arrest them depending on how heinous the crime is. If it's a murder, if it's a rape, that we'll have to make do for here in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? We don't gonna have a choice. But the majority of them are not murdering, and the majority of them are not raping. So these ones that are stealing and involved in drug dealing and all this other illicit trade and what, surely those we can send them back to their countries, guys. Come on. I mean, there's no reason for us to be holding, I don't know, an estimated, let's just say what, over 50 or 60,000 illegal foreigners on top of the, I don't know, over 60, 70 legal foreigners also in our prison systems. Guys, I mean, the numbers are not even confirmed yet. You know, they're not giving statistics, but they're saying they are overloading the prison system as it is. Now, guys, I mean, there was a video that circulated not too long ago. I think it was during COVID time or just after COVID or during COVID time, where there's that guy and he was bragging. I don't know where he was from, but he was bragging. You think we are suffering here, my brother? No, we are fine, my brother. Look here, we are fine. We are eating, my brother. Breakfast, what? And you're thinking, dude, I don't even get to eat 3 meals a day, and there you saying life is good? Yeah, dude, you commit a crime in South Africa, you're going to prison. When you get to prison, life is even better for you in the prison than when you were out. I mean, they were taking the prison wardens, the prison officials, they were finding PlayStations, computers, laptops, cell phones, you name it, all these luxury gadgets that a lot of South Africans don't even have. And they're finding it in the prisons. Now, I'm not against prisoners having all those luxuries. Really, I'm not against it. Really, I'm not. I'm not against it at all. What I'm saying is, prison shouldn't be a place where people feel comfortable because then it does not become a deterrent from criminal activity, right? All I'm simply saying is, guys, let us look at the severity of the crimes committed by these foreign criminals, right? The ones that are severe, we keep in our prison system because the crimes were committed here. The ones that are not as severe and heinous, let us send them back to where they came from. But then again, we have the problem of the border. So even if we do send them back today on a Thursday, I can guarantee you by the Friday or the Saturday or even the same day, they'll be back. I mean, how far is Mozambican border from South Africa? How far is the Lesotho border from South Africa? How far is the Botswana border from South Africa? How far is the Zimbabwean border? How far is the Namibian border? That's what I'm saying, guys. So we need to find a lasting solution to the foreigner problem that is plaguing South Africa. Now, once again, I keep saying the prison system should not be housing petty, illegal, or legal foreigners. That, no, should be exported back to the countries of origin, right? So, going forward, I'm hoping the government sees this video and addresses this situation because it doesn't make sense that we're holding foreigners in Lindela, that holding camp or holding whatever they call it over there, and then we're holding them in prisons as well. It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. You stole a computer, you stole a laptop. Man, yeah, dude, you don't have the money to pay the person back. Well, dude, okay, the insurance didn't pay, guy. You have to buy back your own laptop, but you got to send you back to your country. There's no way you're going to be now housing and sleeping and feeding and giving. Man, come on, this person is getting more than he bargained for. I mean, he probably sold the computer, got money for it. Now you're giving him a house, and you're giving him food, and you're giving him. Guys, please, come on now. South Africa is not a luxury destination for everyone and anyone. It doesn't work that way. If the local South Africans don't get to enjoy their own country, but you're telling me that foreigners can come and enjoy after doing criminal activities and get to enjoy the benefits of the hard work that locals have put in, then that's totally unfair. That is totally unfair. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong, but I really feel like there is something wrong with our constitution. There is something wrong with our justice system. There is something wrong with the way we deal with issues in South Africa, and that needs to change, unfortunately. Because if a South African goes to Thailand and he commits a crime in Thailand, trust you me, Thailand is not a place you want to go to prison. Thailand is not a place that you want to go to prison. Trust me, it's not a luxury place there. Brazil, Colombia, South American prisons are not places that you want to be in as a South African. So, as South Africa, why are we affording all these other foreign nationals the luxury of almost like a 1 star or 2 star hotel or a motel or whatever you want to call it? No, guys, we need to treat our prisons like prisons. So, away with all the niceties, away with all the best and all this and the human rights. Yes, dude, there has to be some human rights at some level, but it doesn't have to be to the level of the local people. Yes, you're allowed to breathe. Thank you. You're allowed to take a shower. Yes. You're allowed at least a meal a day. Yes. Something, just the basics, nothing more. Understand what I mean? Some prisons don't even offer you beds. And here in South Africa, you're still getting bunk beds. Other prisons, it's straight to the concrete floor. Nowhere else. Concrete floor. One blanket. You get shorts and a vest. Winter or not, that's your problem. You committed the crime, you're going to do the time. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be an experience where you can't wait to go back to prison again. So, people, I don't know. But South Africa, we really need to check up our system and we really need to look at it again and again. We need to visit this prison thing every 5 years, I think. Do you know what I mean? To revise it and make sure we get the blueprint, we get it nailed down to a point where criminals know that South Africa is not a place to mess with. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Next, we'll get into the pros. Holler! People, the pros. The pros of having foreigners in our prisons. There's just no pros at all. They shouldn't be foreigners, legal or illegal, in our prison system at all. Prisons in South Africa are only meant for South African nationals, for South African criminals. That's the way I look at it. There shouldn't be any foreigners in our prisons at all. Now, I'm not saying the reality that if foreigners commit crimes in South Africa and they shouldn't be arrested and kept in South Africa. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying when foreigners come to South Africa, they are not meant to commit crimes, right? So those that commit heinous crimes, of course, those we need to arrest and we need to accommodate in our prisons because they committed heinous crimes here, right? But prisons on a whole are not meant to accommodate foreigners. That's not what they were actually built for, right? So when South Africa now decides that they're going to house all foreign criminals, legal or illegal, it just becomes a problem because now we are just taking anyone that just steals, I don't know, anyone that just steals a sweet, anyone that just steals something and ShopRite calls and they just say like, yeah, we picked up someone here and you come, you're arresting, you're housing them. Dude, like really, you understand what I'm saying? There should be some sort of a system for small petty thieves other than just taking them to these police holding cells and because they're just filling up all those places, bruh. You know, some people are even doing it for housing purposes. I mean, like they don't have a stable home, so what do? Just commit a small crime and they know that tonight they got a place to stay because they're going to the police cells or to the prison system or do you know what I mean? So we need to really look at other avenues other than just locking people up for almost anything and everything. There has to be some other way. So certain crimes to a certain level, there'll be like no going to these housing cells, but there'll be other forms of justice or punishment that don't require you to sleep overnight, but immediately on the spot, you stole a sweet, come, you go and I don't know, you go and cut on the side of the grass there, they give you a golf stick looking thing, a slasher, whatever they call it, instead of using a machine because a machine is much easier and it will be easier for you to work. You work and you dig until you can't stand no more. Something to that effect. I'm just giving an example off my top of my head. I can't really think of anything right now, but that's what I think. You know what I mean? We can't just be housing and feeding and clothing any single Dick, Tom, and Harry that takes any small little thing. No, 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 no. We need to find something else, guys. So, pros, there's just no pros on this video, unfortunately. Next, we get into the cons. And phew, I think that we need to unpack. People, the cons of housing illegal foreigners in our country. Number one, the budget is stretched. Number two, the facilities can no longer hold because they're already overburdened. Number three, the system, the entire system is already on its, I don't know, on its knees as we speak. And we're just adding to it. And we cannot keep building more prisons. It doesn't make sense. South Africa actually needs to get rid of its prison systems. And we need to find ways in our communities to deal with criminals because prisons just don't work. If prisons worked, crime would be less. But prisons don't work. The threat of bringing back a death sentence, that could work. But I think, to be very honest, we need to go back to the old savage and barbaric ways. I think if we started, as an example, I think if we started hanging people in public, I think if we started public executions of criminals in the communities, I think if we showed communities, if we gave the power back to communities, like communities can actually, but it's got to be done in a stringent way that you do not kill the wrong person. I mean, I know it's excessive. I know it's uh, brash, but at the end of the day, prisons don't work because they are not a sufficient deterrent, right? If you do like what they do in the Arab countries, for example, yes, we may say those are barbaric people and the savages, whatever the case may be, like how the West addressed that, right? But look at the crime rate there. It's like you know that if I do this, they chop my head off. They're going to chop my. You won't commit a crime. Hence, in those countries, you can drive, leave your car open, sleep with your windows open. You can walk free without being shot, unless there's a civil war, unless there's some sort of a resistance movement that's trying to. But otherwise, like, give an example. They say like UAE, Dubai is safe. Saudi Arabia, safe because there's no war. And places where there's no war, normally the Arab states that have no war, damn, is you damn near living almost a perfect life. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's actually almost no crime. And why is that? Because the harsh sentences, the harsh laws, and there the prison systems are quite empty because not many people commit crimes. Now the reverse comes when it comes to South Africa. It's like, whoa, there's more people in prisons than those on the outs. I just don't know how it works. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this topic in the comment section below. Was I on the money or did I totally miss it with this one? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holla.